Good morning everyone! With Silksong coming out, I thought it'd be the perfect time to try my hand at another one of these types of videos, and talk about my favorite game, Hollow Knight. I tried Hollow Knight back in February 2021 after trying and falling in love with Ori and the Will of the Wisps. I thought Ori was the perfect game, but Hollow Knight really cemented itself as my new favorite game. It does have flaws, and it's not for everyone, but now I'd like to tell you all why Hollow Knight is my favorite game. While it's probably not best to start with talking about the game's flaws, I thought it would be fair to address them and give my thoughts. To start, the game is honestly really slow at the start. You basically get no info or direction, and while I don't want my hand held, it still would have been nice to have some sort of direction. I actually almost quit playing because of how confused I was at the start. Something else that might turn some people off is how similar it is to Dark Souls. Some of the bosses can be quite difficult, but I love Souls games, so this was more of a plus for me. But I know some people don't like it. Death is also similar to Dark Souls, as dying means you drop your money, and if you die again, you lose it all. Even as a Souls fan, I admit it is infuriating to lose a lot of money to what feels like an annoying enemy or level. And speaking of enemies, I'm a big fan of how simple the combat is. Everything feels great to use. Unlike Soul games, there's no animation you're locked into with each attack, which is really nice. Every action you take is your fault. If you jump into an attack, that was on you. Didn't dodge a projectile? All you. It makes fighting bosses just so much fun. The combat is so simple, but as you play more and more, you get more into the groove and almost feel like you've mastered the game itself. And learning each boss is the most fun I've ever had in any video game. It took me 3 hours and more than 100 attempts to finally beat the hardest boss in the game, but I loved every second of it. And again, I know the style of game isn't for everyone, but it's probably my favorite style of game. But what I also love is yeah, this game's world is massive, and it is quite easy to get lost, but there's something special about finding a new area, each with their own unique feeling to them. The Deep Nest was creepy and scary, City of Tears was extremely breathtaking, and Ancient Basin was interesting to explore and learn more about the world. Every location felt so unique and made me want to see even more of the world, not to mention the special encounters with some interesting individuals. Hollow Knight has some of the most memorable characters. I mean, Hornet was so peak, she got her own game. And Quirrell's just so fucking cool. But honestly, even some of the side characters are incredibly memorable. The Nailsmith is such a good character with such a good ending if you pick the correct one. Sly's also cool once you get to know him. And Zode is... Cornifer is such a relief to find when exploring a new area. But honestly, my favorite part of the game is obviously... yeah, you've heard it throughout the video, and there's very few other video games that even come close to the masterpiece that is Hollow Knight's OST. I can't think of much more to say about it other than calling it perfect over and over. But each area having its own theme that just feels right every time just shows how talented Team Cherry is. Specifically Christopher Larkin, the composer, who's also making the music for Silksong. Thank God. Also, shout out to Matthew Griffin, who's in charge of PR and marketing for Team Cherry. Great work. So yeah, I could go on, but as you can tell, I'm excited for Silksong, and I will play it the second it comes out, so look forward to that. But for now, that's it for me. Good night everyone.